Good afternoon, vlog fans. I decided that today we're going to go on a little story time, okay? So I'm going to talk about my trip to Dominican, Punta Cana. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this video to see more vlogs that I'll be doing. You'll be the first one to know more about how these vlogs come about. Let's get into it. Okay, so part one is how it went down. So this is true. So a few weeks ago, before this even happened, I made a song called 2025. You guys all remember that. And that song was the first time I collaborated with my grandma. Okay. That following day, we made the video, and a lot of people don't realize this, but I produced that beat a day before, which was November 13th of 2025, then released it the 14th. Now, I started this vlog channel because I wanted to be able to do the vlogs that I thought were good and that are still great to this day. So I started this channel on November 17th of last year, which was 2025. And ever since, I've always loved doing vlogs, even when I started. I first started in April 27th of 2023. And it really made me happy. And I wouldn't let that go. Sadly, my first channel has now went down, I think, at this stage. I don't use it anymore, but I use this one, which is way better. Okay, I tried to recover it, but nothing worked. Turns out I tried, nothing happened. So I tried to use this one. But yeah, so on, I think it was November 22nd, which was, I don't know, it's been a while, guys. But I know we went to church on November 22nd. And we left, I think, November 23rd. Yeah, we left for November 23rd to Dominican. I remember that. We had the best dinner ever, which was good. Yeah, we had the best dinner ever. And we got to Dominican, I think, a few hours later, which was probably like, I don't even know. It was 4 p.m. there when we got there. So that day, when we got to Dominican, I was watching the Minecraft movie, which I'd never seen before. And at this stage, I wanted to watch it because, you know, Minecraft is a great game. And I know I said I wasn't going to watch it, but I changed my mind completely, and I decided I would do it. So we do that, or at least I do. I'm laughing the entire flight, okay? I am laughing the entire flight. Way there. Literally, I'm laughing. But the problem is that a lot of people don't know this. We were up at like 5:30 in the morning. Our flight didn't leave until like 7 or 8. We had to go to, we left from Michigan to Atlanta, Georgia, then to Dominican, Punta Cana. That's where we were. And, we got there at like 4 something in the afternoon. It was incredible. We had the best time ever. After we landed, I was talking about like how there are certain spots in the Dominican that are bad and some that are good. Like Punta Cana is a safe spot. And I was trying to look up all the spots that were bad, and I wanted to learn more about it. So I did that. I don't speak very good Spanish, I don't think. Especially because I'm not that kind of person. I'm American. But it was awesome, you know, experiencing all that was great. My fondest memory, I can tell you this, my fondest memory of Dominican was when I went parasailing. Yeah. So we go through customs as we get off the airplane. It took so long to do all that. We got off the plane. We head to the airport, which is connected to the plane, obviously, if you know that. And we get off, we walk a long way down to customs because you're supposed to give them your passport when you go through. Now, I don't like when they say my name in Spanish because, you know, it's weird. They said Gobi. Now, that is my name in Spanish, but it's really hard to pronounce. And I'm not that good at Spanish, so I don't know a whole lot, just so you know. And before that, actually, we had to wait for everyone to use the restroom because we just got off a long flight. We're tired, we're exhausted. After that, we have to find a vehicle to ride in. Now, this took a long time because there were a lot of people down there, and we were all exhausted. And, you know, people were they were like, be quiet, it's too late in the afternoon. We were up since 5 a.m. I was like, come on, like, it's not bad, you know, just, you know. And my gosh, I was so tired, man. I woke up at freaking 5:30 and I didn't know what we were gonna do. And you can see, yeah, you can see. But yeah, it was ridiculous, man. Like, it was hard. But luckily we got on the car. I think it was a bus, actually. Yeah, we're on the bus. We take a ride through Dominican. It is beautiful. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. We have water, which is great. And we get to Bavaro Barcello Palace, or Barcello Bavaro Palace. I can't even say the word. But that's the hotel we were at. It was amazing. On the way up there, oh my gosh, my dad, he was excited. The first thing I said to him when I got off was, hey, and everyone was just dying to see us, man. It was just incredible. So we get off, and I'm crazy already. Like, I'm dying to see Nico, man. And oh my gosh. Well, my cousin, I know I shouldn't talk about this, but it's true. It's crazy, man. Like, these things just don't even happen very often. So I'm probably listening to music on the way there. And oh my gosh, it is horrific on how long that thing was. Like, I say horrific not to be like scared of people or anything, but I was afraid that we weren't gonna make it. Okay, I was afraid we weren't gonna make it to Dominican. Now, this is because I am afraid of heights and I am not used to that. And at this stage, I'm well aware of flight. You know, I'm afraid of heights. Like, I cannot stand heights at all. You have to understand that. But I was okay. Like, we were fine. A few hours later, oh my gosh, we get dressed for dinner. But we have to check in. This took 45 minutes to an hour to do. Because at the Barcello Palace, you have to wear these wristbands, and you cannot rip them. You cannot rip them off. And that's the one rule they have. You cannot rip those wristbands off. Because they have numbers on which hotel room you're in. Okay? We cannot rip off our hotel. Well, you can't because it's not necessary. Actually, no. They were like, we wore these wristbands. It was like a string. We wore them, and that's what. They weren't wristbands. They were more like, it was kind of like a string. So the string was tied to my arm, and it had the number on it. So that's how I knew. But yeah, so we go to this amazing restaurant called Coral. It was awesome. Awesome. The entire time, I was just excited. I was ready to do it. I was ready to try something new. I was ready to, you know, experience the luck I had. And it was incredible. Like, I've always loved Dominican, and I would never let that go. That was a great time. And I got to see so many cousins that I've had who just inspired me so much. Shout out. Um, but this is the first time I ever got to explain this to anyone. Okay. Including you fans, who I love and adore so much. But yeah, after that, well, when we were ordering our food, right? And I wanted to try black spaghetti, and I did not know that was a thing. Okay. I'm like waiting the entire time. We get bread, we get like salad and whatnot. And my spaghetti comes, and it's like, I take a look at it, I'm like, oh no. Because if there was actual squid ink in that, I would not eat it, and I did. I was freaking out a few days later. Because I legitimately thought it was writing ink. You know, like when you write something, that's what I thought. And I was not sure of it, and I don't like squid because it's gross. And I never tried squid. I have tried sushi, and that's good. And black spaghetti is great. I would not say it's better than the original, but it's pretty good. So that same day, if you guys can see, I got this hat, which was November 24th. I got this hat. Incredible. And this was awesome. The next day, I get up in the morning for a nice 5:30 a.m. walk, as everyone knows. And that was a great time. You know, I love to walk in the morning. I like to get some nostalgia and music and all that. But yeah, I get up in the morning. I do a 5:30 a.m. walk. A few minutes later, I go to breakfast, and it's just the best time. It's the best time, man. And you guys may have saw me do some videos down there. It was great. But yeah, that was an incredible moment, I think, for me, because I really love being down there. I loved experiencing it. I think the first day, I don't remember really well, but I took my 5 a.m. walk. I did produce some music down there also. It's really amazing. What else? Oh yeah, I did some volleyball. Pretty good volleyball. Yep. I did swim a little bit, but the first day I think I was down there, you had to use these cards to get in. You had to get the towels with. And what I didn't know about this was the first day I was down there in Dominican with everyone, you know, this shocked me. I didn't know if you got towels, you could use your card with that, your room card. I was like, dang, this is not good. And I was like, oh crap, because I thought they actually, you know. But when I handed my towel back, they gave me the card, and I was like, wait, well, this is weird. Like, I never thought of that. But I think Dominican's amazing, and I don't want to blame them for this. They did a great job. Good service, good people. They do a really good job. Shout out Dominican. So amazing. But yeah, so that day we do some volleyball. And guys, this is the first time in a while I ever did volleyball in like 8 years. 8 years last year. 8 years last year. Yeah, so since like 2017. I haven't done volleyball since then. And yeah, we do that. I met really nice friends who I just like and miss so much. Man, they were incredible. They were awesome. They were just the best, and I miss them a lot. And the people I still miss to this day. But that was a fun time, man. Like, that was fun. The second day, I don't know what restaurant we went to. But it was pretty good. I think the next day, which was, oh my gosh, I think it was November 25th. Yeah, I woke up the next morning, and then, yeah, so, no, 2 days before, the day we first got there, oh my gosh, it was a nightmare, bro. Like, during the night, my brother and I, everyone else, were walking on the beach, and bro, I wrestled my brother like no other. He's like, do you say grandpa? I'm like, yes. Because there's a thing where if, you know, someone tries to hurt you, you say, you win. And that was what I did. I was not happy. But 25th, you know, we're going to, you know, seen that. But yeah, so the 25th, you guys don't know this story. But it was a really traumatic story that I don't think anyone's ever saw before. So I wake up the next morning when we're in Dominican. I usually like to do a really good view with my phone. I like to film videos, if you don't know. The first day I was there, I did a really beautiful view of the entire island. It was beautiful. Oh my gosh. Same thing the next day. And the next day I did that. Went to breakfast, and that was good. I had to join my family at some point for breakfast, and that was a great moment. Lunch was great also, because you can go over there at 11:30. The first time that I've ever tried an alcoholic drink, and this does not include anyone else, but there was like a Hawaiian punch, but there was like a little bit of it inside. I know I'm 21 already. I know that. It was great. I just did not, and you're not supposed to drink all of it really fast. I do that, and oh my gosh, it hit so hard that by the time, this is a true story, by the time I left the beach, oh my God, I was tired. Literally. And that day, I was trying to find a Spanish girlfriend that I could date, and I could not, because I don't know a whole lot about that. So, yeah, I was crying that day too. Oh my gosh. It was horrible, man. It was horrible. And I don't know what we did that day. I don't know what restaurant we went to. The next day, November 26th, Stranger Things Season 5 is out. We don't... Sure, the day it came out, yeah. I wake up the next morning, do the exact same thing I do every morning. Eat breakfast, blah, blah. Go in the water. We did volleyball, or at least I did again. Oh my God, I have ideas right now. But yeah, we do that. This is so hard, guys. I don't even know what to do. Yeah, that's right. We watch football the day after. The day before, too. I think, oh yeah, I know what November 26th was. So this is a really horrible story that I don't think any of you guys knew. So in the afternoon, this is true. So usually we get money every single year for Christmas. And this is, oh my God, we usually spend it. And I decided to spend mine last year on these. Now this is a bongo. I don't know if you guys knew that. But yeah, the original price said $200 on there. And I was blown away, okay, when he said $55. I was blown away. Like, I was blown away. And 320s, $60, bro. I hand him that, and I realize that the sacrifice I'm making isn't the right decision. The moment I give him that, he hands me the bongos, and he's like, have a nice day. I was like, oh my God. I just got finessed, dude. I know I'm not supposed to laugh at this, but this was not cool. And I was terrified, man. Oh my God. That was horrible. I think I did get a 20, 10, and a 5 also, I think. Yeah, I did, yeah. But that day was horrible. Oh my gosh. And I don't think you guys knew that. But yeah, that was horrible. For some reason, I didn't know an hour later that I got finessed. And this is true. Like, these were like $200, man, and I got them for like $60. Like, that's not enough. It didn't feel like enough either. like, the only reason why I did that was because during the lot, you have to pay the person you are buying something from, okay? And I was trying to follow the law because you're supposed to follow the law, and the law is important. But I think giving that money to that guy was a great idea, because if not, I wouldn't have bought that, and I would have lost everything. And I think I still did, but it was horrible. Oh my God, I was so upset, man. I was so upset. I wasn't thinking the right way, and then it was crazy. I was not happy. I was like, what am I going to do with my life? This is horrible. And obviously enough, it was true. But that story was, oh my God, the worst. I wanted to shove my body into something where I cannot, find anyone or do anything. Anyway, so back to the story, okay? Next day, which is the ultimate day. Thanksgiving Day. Obviously, you guys know what that is. November 27th of 2025. The worst part about that day was family photos, man. I'm not big on that anymore. I'm not big on taking photos anymore. I haven't took photos. I started hating photos by 2018. 2018, I absolutely stopped. Because I didn't think that photos even mattered. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. And I don't like smiling. Okay, I don't. You've probably seen celebrities not smiling on the red carpet. But that's why I didn't, because I didn't think that would matter. Now, I'm not a fan of this because, family photos are not my favorite, and I don't do a whole lot of them because I'm not used to that. But, oh my gosh, the people who care about me, they were like, you are going to do this, and you're not going to give up. I was like, come on, dude. I wasn't having it. I was just like, yeah, but if my family wants me to do it, I'll do it. So I did. I was ridiculous. I was ready to run away because I didn't want to be there. I didn't think that was necessary. And I thought to myself, this is what family is. If I can't focus, then what am I supposed to do? Oh my gosh, I was mad the entire time, bro. I was mad. I just didn't think I belonged there, because I'm American, I'm American. We all are American. Some of us are different. But it was okay. I usually don't get really happy when it comes to photos, especially during this time of year. But it was fine. I know a lot of people are looking at me right now. They're saying, "Oh my gosh, please get on." But I'll do that. Yeah. So after that, oh my gosh, it was a nightmare. I wasn't having the best day. And the day, actually, yeah, that same day, which was Thanksgiving Day, we watched the football game. I think Michigan won or lost. You guys let me know in the comments what happened on November 27th of 2025. It was horrific. And I don't mean that to be mean, but yeah. I think I heard that Patrick Mahomes tore his Achilles, right? And yeah, he was out for a few weeks, man. I feel bad for Patrick Mahomes, man. He's so good. He's such a good player, man. I think people would be like, dude, I feel sorry for you, and I feel bad for him, man. Patrick Mahomes is the best player I think I ever liked. Literally. It's not a competition, but I think Mahomes is good, and he's been doing it for a while. I like Travis Kelce too. Yeah, it was amazing, man. It was amazing. It was just so hard because, a teammate who you just love is like in pain. Like that's horrible. And so I felt bad for him. And then so we go to this amazing restaurant. I forgot what it was. We sit next to each other for dinner. I have the best burger. Oh my gosh, it was nice. It was good. Now, I love this because when I first started working at the Junction of Hope, I literally had one. And I had it every day since. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys knew this, but last year before we did Dominican, I had a really big 209 blood sugar problem. It was horrible, man. Like my blood sugar was really high. And I remember I wanted to fall on the floor asleep. I just didn't think that my health was important. And I made it fly away. And I was so mad. Oh my gosh. Everyone was mad, bro. Like, everyone was mad. They were like, why'd you do that? Why would you eat unhealthy things that don't even matter anymore? I'm like, dude, I'm fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with my health. So I had to use this needle that, like those syringe, yeah. I had to use one to get my health down, okay? So you poke it you poked it on your thumb, and you would check to see how much your blood sugar was at. I did that, and then I just kept doing that until, and I was better again. And then this year was horrible too. I'm not gonna get into that. But the thing about this year though was that I didn't have a great time, bro, and I still might not. But yeah, so after I ate dinner, and this is in Dominican still. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting. I know it's annoying. Yeah, so we do that. And I reminded myself, I will watch the game with Nico, who's my cousin. I can't talk about him. But I reminded myself that I would watch the game, and instead, I get soccer. Come on, what does soccer have anything to do with me, right? So, I'm not a huge fan of soccer, but I do watch a little bit. And soccer can vary depending on what I like, but I think Messi's amazing. I think Ronaldo's amazing. There's just so many people that I think I would love to meet, and some that I don't. But I love Ronaldo. I love Messi. I love the entire thing, man. And it was just a really amazing time. Think the 28th we go to, and this is true, we go ziplining, and they call that extraction. So, we go on attractions. That's what they call attraction. So we do that. It was incredible. Ziplining for the first time, I think, since like 2020. And this is true. Horseback riding since 2021 and 2015 also. And this is a fun fact that I think you guys do not know. So, since I started horseback riding since 2021, oh my gosh, it was funny. So, we're on our horses, and we're just riding along. At some point, the horse that I was riding went on the right-hand side. And it wasn't supposed to do that. You're not supposed to have it on the right-hand side. But yeah, went on the right-hand side. The people were reminding me, hey, it is not supposed to be on there. And I was like, oh God. And then I knew that it wasn't right. But I was holding the horse like this, bro, and not like this. You're supposed to do this instead of this. But I think back in the day when people were doing films, they always did this and not this. That's why I think it was so important. Because I see that in Western movies, man. I see that in Western movies. They do that, and then it's like, that's not how you ride a horse. I was okay, though. But I did a good job, actually. Haven't done it in a long time, man. It was great. Dirt bike riding. Oh my gosh, we were covered in mud the entire time, bro. We were on a dirt bikes and we were riding. I'm scared the entire time because I cannot stand the speed. The speed limit is what scares me. And yeah, it scares me, bro. It literally scares me. It's like the worst thing. So I ended up, and this is true, got out. We go to this amazing lake or pond. We spend the day there, and then we come back. Man, it is amazing. Man, it's amazing. So, yeah. So I think when we got back, we went to church, and Dominican has a really beautiful chapel. Went there. It was great. It was great, guys. It was great. My dad and I did really well in bowling. I had like 74 and he had like 80. I'm not that good at that anymore. I mean, I'm still not, but it's great, man. Just, I'm gonna mention something that I don't think I mentioned in this video at all. I used to do archery, which a lot of people don't know. I used to do skiing back in 2015, and then I did try snowboarding, but I failed. Okay. And I think some of you guys might remember what I'm talking about. But yeah, I won Special Olympics skiing when I was younger. I was about 11, and I won my first medal, which was first place. I did do Special Olympics bowling too. That's what really made me want to become a bowler. I got second place in that. Oh my gosh. What else? Oh my god. Sorry. 2017, California. I do Special Olympics track and field, which is not good anymore because I don't do that. I wish I did, but I never do now. I kind of miss it though. I did win an archery tournament back in 2022, which was awesome. I don't know how many arrows I had. I think my total of arrows was 52 and something like that, 252, something like that, yeah. It was amazing. Then after that, bro, a lot of people don't know this. I didn't start dating until I was 18 years old. Yeah. It's crazy. I waited until like 2022 to date. It was incredible, man. I did it twice. They both failed. It ended miserably. Both relationships sucked. And it is more than that. Like, it sucked, man. So that's the kind of thing that I don't like, is when this sort of thing happens. Fast forward to December 1st. So December 1st of 2025, I'm not going to get into the 30th or whatever. But December 1st, okay, 2 days, got this boomerang, man. So this boomerang is supposed to be decorative. And when I first used this, I wanted to test out to see if it flew back to my hand. And what I didn't know is that this thing doesn't fly back to your hand. Literally, it doesn't fly back to your hand. So this is true, I had to throw it in the air. It was in the air for like a minute and it fell down in the water. I literally had to walk in the water and grab it and bring it back to shore. Kept trying, nothing worked. But yeah, but a guy, he told me from, I think it was the time when he served in World War II, that during World War II, they would have these And there was a special technique you would have to learn to be able to do that. And I didn't do any. I didn't do it. And it didn't work. But these are decorative, like I said. So yeah. Fast forward, I think it's December 4th, the day before we left. I did a farewell performance for Dominican because I care. That day was pretty sad. People thought I was a popular singer, which I'm probably not. I am professional now. Okay. You guys may have seen songs and videos where I sing high notes and low notes. That day was horrible. Turns out, I was performing. My phone was almost dead. And I was singing the songs, bro. I was singing the songs. I looked and I looked. People were taking photos of me, bro. They were like taking photos of me. And I was like, oh God, now this is something I have to see. So I keep an eye on them. And they think I'm popular or something. I'm not. I wasn't an artist at that time. I mean, actually I was. I was just unsigned, bro. And I'm an independent artist. You guys don't know that. And it was bad. I remember after that, got off stage, bro, and I was upset, man. I was not having it. It was like, you guys have to understand that when I am being recorded or filmed or whatever, I do not want to be irritated by other people, but when other people take photos of me, I don't like to do that. I don't want to be upset. I don't want to even feel it, but I wasn't having it, and it wasn't great. Oh my gosh, I was so mad, bro. But then I realized that they were probably doing that because they liked my voice. And I wasn't trying to be like mean or anything. I just don't like when people take photos of me. Like, you guys can ask, right? You guys can ask if you want to take a photo. You don't just take a photo and then expect someone to like it. But more on that later. It was fine. I eventually canceled it because no one came. And I was upset. And then it was horrible. I mean, just horrible. Like, you don't know what the person's gonna do to you. Like, it could be like, think of it as like teamwork, right? When one works together, they plan ahead and they win. That didn't happen. Instead, I got horrible feedback, I think. And I went to this Michael Jackson impersonator show. Oh my gosh, this made me cry, bro. This actually made me cry. I heard Heal the World for the first time by Michael Jackson, bro. Oh my God. It was so beautiful. I cried my eyes out for like a few hours. Because I love this guy. I loved his music. I loved his voice. I loved his energy. I loved his strength and his talent and all that stuff, man. It was just so hard to even think about him. Like, no offense though, but I miss that dude. I do. I miss hearing Michael Jackson, bro. Like, he was a legend that will not be forgotten, but will be remembered for his skill. And I like Michael Jackson, man. He was great. He was amazing for a singer, and I think that was great of him. He showed me a lot of courage. He made me feel great. He was the reason why I started making music. But not only that, The Weeknd made me start making music. Zed made me start making my own music. Kygo, Avicii, and all others. I'm just happy I got to experience all that. And I thank you vlog fans, especially for watching. It's been amazing time. December 5th, actually, I don't even know what day it was. I think it was December 4th. Oh, I think it was December 4th or 5th that we left, yeah. December 3rd was the last day that I did that performance. Anyway, we leave the following day. Leave the following day. Get checked back into the get checked out of the hotel. We go to the airport. We fly. We get checked in the airport. We wait a few minutes. Then we head on the airplane. We fly halfway because we have to be able to get checked out of customs because, you know, in America you have to do that. Go through customs. We land in Michigan at like 12 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, 12 a.m. in the morning. I didn't go to bed until like 3 a.m. and then I woke up at 6 a.m. And that's longer than anything. Literally, that's longer. But yeah, similar story to the day I worked. January 14th was an awful day this year, bro. Because, and I can explain it in great detail. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I did parasailing in Punta Cana too. Excellent. Back to what I was saying though. So, I worked Wednesday, January 14th. Was not happy. Turns out I didn't go to bed until like 12:30 a.m. on freaking January 14th, man. Got up at 6 a.m. Wasn't happy. I lost my crap, bro. I lost it. I wanted to throw myself into a wall. And I said that a lot, but it's true. Yeah. Because the heat was on. And it was so cold there, man. I think it was like 40 some degrees. Or like somewhere between like the rising temp. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I felt sick to my stomach that day. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to go home. Turns out they didn't let me do that. So I stayed there. Finished the entire day without any chaos whatsoever. And yeah, that's how it went. But I have to go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to see more videos. And thank you so much for listening and hearing this story. Love you, vlog fans, so much. Thank you. Peace. Okay. Amen also. Bye.